Welcome to another Notes from the Kitchen Table. Today we're going to be looking at Maj7 arpeggios and a really good way of learning them. So the first thing I'm going to do is restrict the area that we're going to be playing into frets 1 to 5. We're allowed one open string, and that's E, because you can't get any lower than that anywhere else. So let's just start off C major 7, C, E, G, B, C, E, G, and that's as high as we can get. Otherwise we'd be outside of the 5 fret thing. So back we go. E, C, B, G, E, C, B, G, E. Okay. So the next one, straight away we're sort of presented with the problem. How are we going to get through all the keys? Now it would be easy just to say, well, okay, let's just go through the fourths, which is absolutely fine. F. Okay, so the next problem we have, not really a problem, but are we starting from the roots every time? And I would say maybe that's not a great thing to do, because you're always going to end up with like root bias, always going for the root first. So why don't we just go to the next available note? So we were coming down, we're on E, we're going to the next available one in B flat, which is going to be the third, and that's D. Okay, E flat is next. Next available one is the third, G. Next is A flat. Next available is 1. E flat is 3. G flat is 7. B is 7. E is 3, G sharp. A is 3, C sharp. D is F sharp, third. And G, the final one, is B, third. So that's actually just shown you all of the positions. Kind of invaluable, right? So that's fine, but there were moments there where you could see some kind of patterns developing, and that's not really the idea of it. What we really want to do is test ourselves and make sure that we absolutely know all this stuff. So back in 1994, I think it was, I wrote a sheet of random notes, which has been preserved to this day. I'll probably take a photo of it and show it to you. As random as I could possibly imagine. I'm not sure what that even means really, because I can already see patterns in it like years later. So that's a way of getting away from it. So the first one is D, start on D. In fact, let's not start on D, let's start on A, because it's the 5th of D. Next one is B, and the next available note, we can't go any higher, so we've got to come down, is the third. Next one, F, is that's 1. We're allowed to use the major 7. You notice I'm playing 8 notes now. And next one is G sharp, so that's the third. Okay, so back in 94, we didn't have as much technology, but these days we have some amazing things. And what I've got to put on here, just to make things slightly more interesting, is Jeff Gascoigne's Session Band app. Now, this is the early one. This is the one that's editable. So what I did was actually put all of these random notes into a song, an exercise. So yeah, so let's go from the top. Let's do exactly what we did. So I'm going to start on the 5th. Just going to take the map to catch up. This is 4 notes now. Major 7 for B, F is coming up, that's 3, 1, sorry, 1, major 7, E is 5, next available note. G is coming up, think about it already, and we've got the third as B. D major, D flat major as third. A, next available is major 7. C is coming up, it's going to be 1. E flat is 1. Here's sharp, that's 1. B flat is 3. Look ahead. E is 5. D flat is 3. B flat is 5. I'll just call that the name of the note, 3. Major 7. For B, 1 for G, 5 for E flat. So you can see it's just great for voice leading. That's actually really hard, and it took me about 3 months to gain that kind of facility, to be able to basically do it in time without making any mistakes. So there's nothing wrong with you if you can't do it at the moment. But also, if you're finding that really easy, then all you have to do to increase the difficulty is just put in more notes. For instance, you could put in some triplets. So let's start at the top again. I'm going to start on 1. I probably won't make it back in time to hit it, but here's some triplets. 3. 3. That was 5. 1. 7. 5. 1. Yeah, that's a bit harder, right? So, and if you are finding it too hard, then why not just try one note? There's absolutely no shame in doing one note, because the whole point of this exercise is about voice leading to the next proper chord tone. So here we go. Let's start with 3. So we're going to start on F sharp on the D. Okay, here we go. Okay, next available in B is major 7. Marvellous. Next one's 5 for F. Next available in A flat is 5. E flat. E major's coming up. We're right there for E. Next one is G, so that's going to be major 7. Next one is 5 for D major. D flat major, sorry. A major. A is right here. Okay, C's coming up. That's going to be G. Next is E flat, so it's going to be 1. So if that's a bit too easy, you could just do 2 notes. It's 5, 3, major 7, 5, 1, and major 7. 1 and major 7. 1 and major 7 again. Three, and then coming back up for 5. Okay, so I think this is really important because, personally speaking, when I launch into something, it's that first note that really means something. It's like a sort of springboard for whatever phrase I'm going to be using. So this isn't actually that far away from making proper music. Maybe I'll just sort of demonstrate. So this isn't a million miles away from the exercise, but I'm just going to call out the first interval that I'm using. So let's start with 5 this time. You can see me creeping up. 3. 3. 1. 5. Major 7. 3. 5. Major 7. 5. You can see I'm kind of voice leading to each one. Major 7. Closest was 3. 5. Major 7. And you notice that I didn't move outside of frets 1 to 5 there. Of course, there are other groups. There are another 12 groups around the guitars. You can see how much work this is going to be. But it's kind of mind-blowing when you move away from that first group, because suddenly all of these positions that you found so familiar here are just kind of in a different key, you know. So let's take it from 5 to 9. Do exactly the same thing. I'll keep it short because you get the idea. I'm sure you do anyway. Back to the start. So I'm going to start with major 7. You can feel me creeping up. Major 7 for B. 1 for major F major. 1 for A flat major. Excuse me. 5 for E flat major. E major, sorry. 3 for G major. 5 for D flat. 1 for A. 1 for C. 1 for E flat. Right, you get the idea. Let's move up from there to, what's this, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 12. That's 1 for B flat. E is 5. D flat, 1. 3. D is 1. F is 3. B is 5. Okay. If you can play all of that in all of the different groups, then I think you're really onto something. Let's change feel and change tempo. This is what you can do on this app. It's amazing. Why don't we go for a bit of bossa nova? So we've now got a much more agreeable tempo, or a higher tempo. And where should we play? I'm just gonna play anywhere I want, but I'll still be calling out the intervals. I think we've think we've been through it now, haven't we? Right. Where were we before? We were major 7. I mean, actually 1 isn't necessarily the nicest interval over major 7. So let's go 3. I'm going to start here. Right here for it's major 7. 3. 3. Stay there for major 7. Just went chromatically down to major 7. 5. Stay there for major 7. Another major 7. There's 3. 5. There's 5. 5. 5. Major 7. Major 7. There's major 7 again. I like that one, don't I? There's 6. Major 7. So I hope you can see what I mean. I'm using these voice-led notes as kind of springboards for the next idea. And once you've got this kind of framework, then you don't have to rely on licks or anything like that. Well, yeah, I know I've got a few things that I kind of play a lot, but you know, I mean, I guess we all do. But that's more to do with the actual kind of getting around the guitar thing rather than sort of having licks. So I don't tend to rely on that sort of thing. And it's good to have the confidence to be able to just walk into a sort of harmonic situation. Whilst I realise this is only major 7 chords, but to walk into a harmonic situation and have the guitar kind of mapped out already. Just to illustrate the importance of this, I mean, you know, once you can keep up with it, this really is the way that I'd be thinking. So, although it might seem quite hard, you know, even at slow tempos, you can actually do it at, when it gets a bit faster. So where were we before? I think we were on 5, weren't we? Maybe. So let's go up to major 7. See if we can dive in quick enough to do this. 3. Major 7. 3. 3. 5. 5. 5. 3. 3. 1. That was major 7. Yeah, it works, doesn't it? Let's try something much faster, just to prove that it does work. Let's go up swing. Major 7. 5. 3. 5. Major 7. 5. 3. That was 3. Major 7. 5. 9. 5. 3. Major 7. 5. 3. 3. Major 7. 5. That's major 7. Major 7. 2. 3. Sorry, 5. Major 7. 5. I'll stop doing that. Major 7. Major 7. 3. Major 7. Major 7. Major 7. 3. 9. 3. 3. 3. just do one more feel and just apply just a sort of just a slight bit of structural thought to this. And that slight bit of thought is, why don't we just move to the next available interval when we have to, and if we don't have to move, then let's not move. And you can kind of base a phrase around that, and I think it gives a real sense of structure, a kind of good sense of continuity if you do this. So let's do it with, let's go fast Latin. There we go. I'm going to start in major 7. So immediately I'm thinking the next chord is B. So is the major 7 of D going to work over B? And yes, it is. It's like major 7 is, so we've got C sharp, which is also the 9 of B. So that's the kind of thinking. Here we go. So let's play that. You had to move for F. Stayed there for A flat. Had to move for E. Didn't have to move for G because it's the 3rd. Had to move for D flat. Had to move for A. Had to move for C. 9. Major 7. 5. 3. Major 7. 3. I didn't have to move actually. 5. 3. 1. Perhaps that's moving by a little bit too quickly to really explain that properly, so let's slow it down a bit. I'm going to go for the bossa nova, which is basically slow samba, isn't it? Here we go, bossa nova. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Major 7 doesn't have to move. There's 2. We do have to move for F. A flat's coming up, we don't have to move, it's 3rd. And we have to move for E, that's a 5th. We don't have to move because it's the 3rd. I'm just going to move, I'm going to talk about the last note of my phrase. So 3, 1. Had to move up for B flat to make it major 7. Got to move for E because that's a 4 and that's going to be terrible over a major 7. I went for major 7, didn't have to. 2. Had to move for D major 7. Had to move for F major. B's coming up, that's got to move. There's 3. There's 5. 3. 3. 9. Don't have to move, it's major 7. Do have to move. 5. There's 6. I'm going to move because it's major 7, I don't really like. 3. Had to move for B after 5. Major 7. There's 5. 9. Major 7. I had to move up 1. Move for A? No, it's a 6. I'm going to have to move away from E flat. There's 9. For F sharp, I'm going to go up to 1 for a 5. Major 7 on C. Major 7 for E. stay on E for major 7. There's major 7 for G. Going to stay there for B. And stay there for D. Move up for 6. Move up for 9. 6. Move up for 9. Up for 9. 1 up for major 7. Major 7. Back to D. So yeah, I mean, it all makes sense to me anyway. Kind of simple thinking, and I'm leaving the musical kind of stuff to, you know, the sort of stuff I've picked up over years. You know, the records I love and all that sort of thing. This is more to do with locating the good notes, because I think we've all got a lot of great music inside us. It's just part of it is just kind of, you know, locating where it is, especially on the guitar, which is, you know, I'm not saying it's harder than anything else, but, you know, the easy thing about the guitar is that all the positions are the same as you move them, but that ultimately becomes the hardest thing, which is why actually just staying in one kind of place and being able to move around within that one place is absolutely invaluable. I think that's probably enough on that. I have a PDF actually of this sheet and another 8 sheets just like it. Maybe I'll put the link up.